Welcome to University of California, Irvine, and Chuck Children's, and to the beautiful Arnold and Mabel Beckman Center of the National Academies of Science and Engineering. It's really very exciting today to be able to start the second annual conference of the Society of Adolescent and Young Adult Oncology. And I realized, as someone who lives in both worlds, the pediatric world and adult world, that we needed to somehow raise and remove the barriers that exist between the pediatric world, the adult world, and in my passion, the AYA world. So the SAYAO, the Society, in conjunction with UC Irvine Health, with Chuck Children's Hospital, and the Hyundai Cancer Institute, really proud to bring you, I think, a very different type of conference, a conference where we hope to break the barriers in acute lymphoblastic leukemia, because biological systems don't recognize random age silos, and the field has really developed these silos. So it should be a little bit like that street, and that's actually real. But often it feels like that, and that's North Korea. South Korea. We really brought people together. There are over 250 people who've registered. We have 45 very well-recognized experts in the field who are speakers. We are bringing international perspective, and we're really excited that you're all able to come today. I think of ALL as having 6 age groups: infants, pediatrics, adolescent, young adult, adult, and geriatrics. And in reality, it looks like a silo or silos, 6 age groups, often not talking to one another, often not sharing data, often not thinking about the different biologies and how it can impact their disease. And in those separate silos, I don't think we make as much progress as we could make if we really understood the biology. So this meeting really is about the biology. This meeting is about taking it from understanding epidemiology all the way to survivorship at the end. What happens to the acute lymphoblastic leukemia patient? And we really want to focus on how, when we share the data, as we move through all the different topics that are needed to be discussed, that at the end, we're breaking down some silos. Now, this is supposed to be an innovative meeting, meaning I need you to ask really good and provocative questions. We really want people to push the boundary. Anyone knows me, I've never drawn within the box in the line. I've Archie smiling because I've never seen him do that either. So we really want to do that. We want to break down these silos, and let's really make this happen. So I think it's going to be a very exciting meeting. But this meeting couldn't have happened without significant funding. The University of California, Irvine funded us. Chuck Children's Foundation funded us. We also had funding from Jazz Pharmaceutical for an educational grant, Amgen and Pfizer. And we had platinum, gold, and silver sponsors, including Jazz, Sigma Tau, and Amgen. And then we also had many other supporters, including Caris Life Sciences, Foundation Medicine, Sequenta, Spectrum Pharmaceuticals, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and 70K. I also am deeply indebted to the Hyundai Hope on Wheels charity, which has funded our Hyundai Cancer Institute at Chuck Children's Hospital, and more importantly, has funded to date $87 million in pediatric cancer and $16 million this year since its inception. And you'll hear from Peter Adamson a little bit later that they gave a seed grant to the Children's Oncology Group for their biobanking initiative. This is a very good meeting for CME. In this one meeting, you can probably get your entire CME for a whole year. So complete all the colored forms, return them to the registration desk. Now, last year, we had people try to do both. You either can get CME or you get CEUs. You can't do both. So just, I know you're overachievers in this room, but the other 2 projects I'd like you to see and take a break is look at something that my friend Roger Holzberg and myself developed called the Infusionarium. It grew out of discussions where I wanted to change the experience of a cancer patient undergoing chemotherapy. And we have just built the first Infusionarium at the Hyundai Cancer Institute outpatient facility, which is pretty fantastic. You can see just in this picture, that is Dr. Mu from the Jet Propulsion Lab, where we did a live stream where she discussed with our kids undergoing chemotherapy the Mars Curiosity rover. And last week, we did a live stream to the Monterey Bay Aquarium where we were taught about the otters. Please go and visit and see what it is. What we have here is we call Infusionarium on the go. Obviously, Infusionarium means infusion space and an aquarium, because when I was talking to Roger, I said, if I got chemotherapy, where would I like to heal? And I said, in the jelly exhibit at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. And out of that grew that. So to encourage you guys, go up, sign up, and there'll be a drawing for an iPhone 6 Plus. So go up, sign up, see what it is. There are some restrictions. Children's Hospital employees, UC Irvine employees, and sponsors are unable to do it because of the regulations at our university. But everyone else, please go ahead. The second project that we want you to go and see is a project that we're about to launch, and this is the start. It's a campaign that we're calling I Am a Cancer Researcher. In today's world where we are connected to our patients, where our patients are part of the dialogue, where our patients are absolutely participatory in research and participatory in their care, I want this conference for all of you to go and tell me why you do cancer research, why you do leukemia research. We're going to video you, we're going to edit it, and then at our Stupid Cancer World, we're going to start collecting it from the patient's perspective and put it together. Remember, patients are researchers too. They don't just sign their research-informed consent. They also give you data, they give you family histories, they research their family histories, they research the internet. And we believe that we can change cancer research, because without research, we will not get cures. And we need to remove the stigma of what is research. So again, that one has an iPhone 6 Plus, just to encourage you. So there are 2 phones being given away. Now, there's a big backlog of phones. I went to talk to our guys at the university sitting there with a whole pile of them, but he wouldn't give them out yet. I'm hoping tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll get it. If we don't, we'll have a voucher and we'll FedEx it to wherever someone lives. But hopefully we will have that ready to go. Because we want to ask, how is a person with cancer part of your research plan and team? We don't just think of them as patients. So again, there are 2 opportunities. Please go by. The other thing is definitely want your questions and your comments. There's some very provocative talks. We've mixed people together. We've done it deliberately. Different institutions, different thoughts. Peds people talking in conjunction with adult people. So we really want to be able to see. So we really want to encourage you to ask questions in your swag that you got. Those nice bags. There's a lot of cool stuff. There's also a nice pen, old-fashioned way of doing it. You can write questions. Please, at the end, put all your questions in the basket, because we want to collect them, because we're going to do a lot of post-conference editing and moving. So for every speaker here, knowing that we will not release any of the video or any of the audio and slides until after ASH, and I'll work with every speaker if there's definitely information that needs to be removed before it goes onto the website. But all of that will occur after the ASH meeting. This all came about because I thought we needed a journal for adolescent young adult oncology, and my mentor, Dr. Blias, said to me he had tried, but he couldn't get it to work. So I thought, well, I'm a little younger, I'll try. And I went and met with an amazing woman called Marianne Liebert from the Marianne Liebert Publishing Company, and Carla represents them, the woman in red. And we had an amazing meeting in New La Rochelle. And that meeting led to the journal. But one of the things that Marianne told me, she said she wants a society, and she wants a society meeting. So we worked really hard to start the journal. The journal is taking off, and we'd like to encourage it, and I'll tell you how to do it. And then we said we want to start the society. The society is very young. Some of the other founding members aren't here today. Brad Zebrak could not make it. It's a biobehavioral component. We have Brad Monk, who's a nationally recognized GYN oncologist. And we have Teresa Woodruff, who unfortunately had to be in Washington for a meeting. But they have our full support. We want you to all join the society, think about the society. It brings healthcare professionals together. All other groups in this country work on patient advocacy roles, alliance roles. This is about patients. This is about healthcare professionals, and we need to have that society. We have the journal. It's 15 to 39. Now, every now and again, someone submits a paper, 10-year-old and a 60-year-old. We're really trying to be between 15 and 39. It truly is multidisciplinary. We have many different types: original, review, brief reports, case studies, and special articles, and we really encourage everyone to submit. So you can get involved by submitting an article. You can recommend JAO to your organization or institution. You can register to get JAO alerts, and you can sign up to be a reviewer. Our reviewer list would blow you away. People have been fantastic, so please sign up. You'll see Becky Morris, and we have a table up for the journal. Please come and see how you can sign up. There's also a special subscription offer for anyone as an attendee of a personal subscription. And I call for submissions. There are papers that you know of. Please submit it, because that's how we're going to move the field. So today, we have a real stellar group starting off the conference. Mark, let's go. Archie, Julie. We have Charles Mulligan stuck in an airport in Dallas because the weather's really bad. I have his slides, but we're going to hold it and see if he can make it to the late afternoon session. Otherwise, we've got someone who's going to step in for us and move her talk, so he'll give it tomorrow. And we also have Aaron Sassoon, Nita Sadeh, and Curtis Stratman, and some interesting new things in pathology and virtual pathology. You're going to hear about what we call virtual pathology. And Peter's going to tell us what the COG has been doing, what the biobank, and sort of leading us to what has been done unbelievably well in pediatrics and how do we do this in adult. And Tim McDaniels will tell a personal story about how a patient or family member can get involved in how you can change the course of someone's treatment. So with that, we're going to make a slight change because of Charles being stuck, and I'm going to ask Archie Blyer to come up, and he's going to start off the combined session between Archie and Julie Wilson. So let's get you up here.